What is up guys, Wraec is here with a new video and today with another video on the Amazon server. Actually, last day today of Star Expedition as far as I know, so let's see that. Yeah, it seriously ends in 7 hours and we are on place 4, which was a little bit surprising, honestly. After the last episode, it looked like we were going to be a little bit higher up, but in the end, we struggled a little bit. We honestly struggled a little bit to adapt because we had now, for the first time, we had some real buffs here. As you can see, we unlocked the first 5 buffs, and that also included buff number 4, the polluting wave 1, where we no longer only had 6 rounds to deal damage, and of course my burst attempt that basically dealt on was based on just doing one big actor skill with Bool and everything, was no longer that optimal. Turns out the methods that I found weren't either, did about the same damage with those, but sometimes there was like a low hit. And now the thing is, what are we going to do? For the future, we will definitely need one hero that should help us to elevate this damage quite higher up. And this hero is Ignis. We will definitely need an Ignis, at least 10 star. I would prefer her at E5. What she can do at E5 is she can be enhanced, which means we get her at V4, which gives us those wonderful skills, and with the active skill she can actually enhance our damage reduction by 40%, which will help the Aspen survive, and also grants us 150 energy, so we can do more active skills, with furthermore helps our Aspen survive. The thing will be to keep Ignis alive. This is not that easy, actually. She has 30% damage reduction, which is great. She has 50% HP, which is also great. Her basic is alright. We have some stuff there. But really, it is just an E5 hero. We don't have the insane buffs from the main account, so she won't have that much HP or stats in general, not big the R and armor buffs from the star spawns and everything. So it's kind of a little bit hard to keep that alive. The thing though is, that is my only copy. Yep. That is the only Ignis copy that I own. And yeah, that is a little bit of a problem. We don't have any here. We really don't have any at all. So the only way we could now get copies of her would be through our back, where we have not really any. 5-star selection chest, I fear. It is a little bit empty. We have this one, Eminent Hero selection chest. We have this one, which also includes light dark heroes, and then this one and this one, which you could certainly use for that. And I usually tend to only use those on like newer heroes, transcendence heroes, but we don't really need those. So I reckon we go in and get ourselves an Ignis sooner or later, and not really this episode. We need some material for that as well. Need to build that up, and despite this being a pretty early game account, we are somehow not even that high on hero promotion stones, 139k. If we were to use more of our food, we would run out immediately, which is something that is quite horrible. Honestly, I still don't understand that. Seeing that this is an early game account, how it can already run out of hero promotion stones, I think this will be a problem that newer whales will already have, like having no hero promotion stones at all. Apparently somebody outside starting a race. This is quite interesting. We already also have those, I noticed. Treasure crystals, 3800. I forgot that now, like 3 episodes. We can use treasure crystals, can get 3 more treasure train summons. That could really help us, actually. So let's start off by doing those treasure train coupons. 3 more. Maybe some of our luck can transfer away. I say that and we instantly get like some bamboo. 1 shard. That is pretty bad. I really would want a pink one. A pink one like from the 3rd page. I think there are some good ones with the HP one. Our luck isn't really there. But it's interesting. It pretty much sums up the experience that a free-to-play or mostly free-to-play player has with this system. Like, we just did 3 summons, we got nothing. Our buffs won't even increase. We got some shards here, okay, it's alright. We can do exactly nothing, and our treasure bonus won't rise. And even now our treasure bonus is I think, comparably high, because we did we bought some treasure coupons and we used those. But if you compare it to our main account, that is like nothing here. And we didn't get any pink one, nothing in that department, some of the red ones, but really nothing rare at all. And there is no hope really that we get anything rare in the coming time, because this is like one summon every 10 days, like 2 days, then we can do the next one probably in the next episode. We can click that button once again. I mean, it's nice, you get some power, but yeah, really not a whole lot. And considering we are place 5, just behind Soul and some of the other, some of the LT guys and one of the H guys, this is kind of insane. I mean, like, there's basically nobody on Amazon that has any insane buzz from the ticket system at all. So if that isn't an indicator, I really like Amazon for that. The people don't really spend a lot, so when you look at the leaderboard, you can see the little bit of reality for free-to-play or low spenders in that sense. You can see like how many people say, he even got a pink treasure. Look at that guy. The guy probably has way higher buffs than me. Just because he has a pink treasure. How the hell? Most of them got one. Look at that. Like, this guy doesn't. Do we have one? No, we don't have one, right? No. We were unlucky AF. I'm place 5 without a pink treasure. Like, everybody behind me has one. Talking about free-to-play reality, apparently some low spenders can still get one. But there are some people that got theirs in their like first 5 summons, which is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. If you are one of those people, consider yourself quite lucky. On the Amazon server here, we saw there was not really anything that we got from it, and yeah, felt like quite bad to spend and like not get anything back in return. Then again, these 7 million HP that we got, I mean, compared to the HP on most of our heroes, we're at like 24 million, having 7 million just from train. That is quite insane, actually. What do we have here? Yes, like, look at that, 17 million, 7 million of that is from treasure coupons, so I can't really complain, can I? The impact is still there in early treasure train. So, next thing we are going to do is actually going to check out Soul Awakening session. I was a little bit surprised. Big spenders haven't really started spending here. We are still at Wonder of Radiance. And if we check the event rule, Wonder of Radiance unlocks at 200 total points. We are close to unlocking Wonder of Glory. But from there to Wonder of Brilliance, there's still 6,000 points missing. So yeah, that's certainly going to be interesting. If there are no big spenders coming in, this is not going to get high up. Because if we only unlock Wonder of Glory, which we certainly do, then it's an A- for the first 6 people. Which are currently like those guys. I mean, that wouldn't even be bad at this point, considering place 6 has 291 points, which is like nothing. Nothing at all. Slightly spent more than you would need to finish, or is it not Soul Contract? I did Soul Contract, by the way, we can do some summons. Soul Awakening Gala, so yeah, I guess still reasonable. I was usually used to some big guys coming in here and spending to get the SS and the S crystals up here. This might happen in the coming days. We still have like a few more days on it. Only Sunday when I record this, and obviously this event goes till Friday. You can still see it, by the way, at the bottom here, ranking phase, and it's a little bit hidden, but at the bottom of the screen, 103 hours to gain points here. So still quite decent. I'm probably not going to go for like an A- or something this time. We have the problem that we don't really have heroes to do so. If we go to Soul Temple, yeah, like you can see, there is not really much here. We will do some summons now, just because I like the idea, and because we actually get some decent loot from the Soul Awakening session. This time, Soul Awakening Gala. This time they actually put the Gilded Purple fan in here, which we are not really needing. We need other things. We need Demon Bells, desperately Demon Bells, maybe some Endless Gain for Star Expedition, but not Gilded Purple fan. But for a lot of people this is pretty interesting, and I was very surprised to see that they introduced it so early compared to other artifacts into the general loot pool in such events that are easy to complete. Getting 100 points from Awakening, not that difficult. But it's quite nice. I think that is a good move by the Age, instead of waiting like for a year with melodic strings, where they introduced it into the Glorious Relic shop after a year, or I think slightly over a year even. So it's good to see that they don't do that right now. So some copies that we need. We will go for Xia, we will go for Ezreal. Those are the copies that were in Shelter, which we are going to do later in the week. I don't want to summon Onkirimaru because we want to retire some of the stuff that we summon. And on Amazon, you know, we tend to summon some good stuff every now and then. It would be quite unfortunate. So those are the ones that we are going for. We also have a C- Awakening item, and we don't have a lot of Contract Starry. Actually, we have 400 Contract Starry. So that will be maybe a little bit short. We won't maybe not mix it, but we will do so in the course of the event later on. I for myself like the idea of going for a good Vesa, so I reckon we just use the C- item that we have here. As C- item in general doesn't have good odds to summon anything. If we check that out, it's like 5% for C+, which is like a 1 in 20. So the chances to summon a C+ from this are, I think, even the same that you have to summon an A- or better from a B+ stone. So quite interesting on that. Let's see. Maybe we can summon something good. In any way, this will probably be a summon that will give us some Contract Starry as well if we retire her. So let's see. Kept that C- Awakening item really forever, now that I noticed that. Let's see. Come on. Yeah. That's about what you expect from a C- Awakening item. Horrible copy. Horrible copy. Oh my god. That is not like... That is like the worst that can happen to you. This is really like the worst. Imagine that that would not have been a C- Awakening item, but that would have been an A- Awakening item. And you summon an A- Vulcan or something, and you get like A+ speed, and you get A- attack and A HP. That would be so horrible. B- attack and B tier HP on your A- Vulcan or something. That would be so horrible. But this is the thing with those summoning crystals. There is the slight chance that you get pretty horrible copy out of it, which of course you wouldn't have from the auction house. So I sure hope that those guys that are now going for the summons, especially on main Android, that are really emptying their copies and emptying their bank accounts at the same time in quite insane manner, that those guys get some good summons from their course. Otherwise that will be quite futile and little tutorial. Also saved up free summon, you saw it right before, so we can do that. I had to use another free summon already. I had 2 free summons actually saved up, but you can all... It's just like nearly better. Honestly, if I saw... this one can't be listed in the auction house, but if I saw the other one and this one in the auction house, this one is probably better. So quite interesting. I already used the free sum. You can also you can only store a free sum until you reach max access points, at which point you start losing out on points, which would be bad. So I used 1 free sum already. This is the second one, and yeah. Let's see. We got some other copies as well. I know I summoned some. Let's summon that queen. On my main account, by the way, I would really love a queen, an S queen with like silence immunity for Star Expedition. That would be very nice. But those are exceedingly rare. Very much so expensive, and not really often in the trade. We saw one recently, but was a little bit expensive. Like, I think bidding started at 128k. It's not that great, actually. It's about what you would expect to get with one. The worst thing about it was really that there was no silence immunity on it. The guy rolled for damage, was Giant Killer Defier. Some good roll, actually, but... most people are looking for that S tier or SS tier SQH for silence immunity, and if that is not on it, then you know you will have to spend a lot of hammers. And if you know the RNG on S tier copies, when we rerolled my SFX, for example, that took months. And you don't want to wait months if you're a whale. You want to get your price now, you want to get your copies now, you want to get you want it to be good right now, and not in like 10 months when you finally finish rolling it. Also got an Azrael here, we can use that. And then we have to retire a little bit, and I think we have to high roll on those summons. I'm not quite sure we can do it in a few free summons and 500 contract starry. It will probably be a little bit short here. Though it would be fun, it would certainly be fun to reach an artifact chest or something like that. I'm not sure if it's possible, but if it is, then, no, I mean, maybe it's a tactic for some free-to-play players that just want to get an artifact chest or something. Depending on how high we roll, we might actually be able to go for a sublimation chest, but I would be happy enough to get the artifact chest out of this one. You can see we lose quite a lot on those retires here. Maybe this will already be our last summon, actually, so I don't know. We got another Jara here, so that's something good that we can summon. Yeah, and I think that is going to be the end of it already. Unless we have like 1 or 2 copies here that we can retire. That's 15. We would need another E-copy. We can also retire something a little bit more high value. I'm not sure if we need that, so let's retire a Mockman. I wanted to keep some dark food, but I don't think we need it right now. So what else do we have? Gurky. Oh. Or do we have the Lord himself bait? Oh, we don't have. We don't have the Lord himself bait. It's horrible. Would have been nice. Then let's just summon that Gurky. Always good to summon a Gurky. He will probably be B tier or A tier, and then actually decent. Oh, D minus. Okay. I would have thought with the C thing in there that we would go a little bit higher than D minus, but apparently not. Okay. Okay. We take it. Let's see how far we actually got. Probably not that as far as I thought we were going to go, but it's alright. Some more chests here for us. We take those, and then let's check out Soul Awakening Gala. 55 points. Not too bad. Not really an artifact chest. So we are going to get some more contract starry or starry during the week, and then we are going to finish it. Maybe I will go to 200 points, grab whatever I get. On Amazon, the chances might be that I get a B core or something out of it, or a B plus core. If I get a B plus core, we could high roll and maybe just get an A tier from that. I did that once. It's a 1 in 20, so it's quite alright. I want to leave the A tier stuff to other people, I guess. Also, like, we don't have the copies. We just don't have the copies. I can't go in and summon a whole lot. Last time I wanted to build a 10-star, we didn't have 5 copies of the same kind because I used them all for summoning. So I couldn't build a 10-star until I got some random stuff from the guild shop, and then finally had 5 heroes. 5 same heroes to build a 10-star, so I don't think summoning will do this account much good anymore. Also, there's been memes going on in the comments and everywhere about this thing. 10-star A tier Vulcan, because we can't afford to upgrade him, and it makes no sense to upgrade him for our account, which is the problem. Makes more sense for us to have an Ignis than a Vulcan. So we have this guy, and it's sitting there. Also, I got the question when I'm going to build another Transcendence hero, and I mean, like, when it's ready. We had 3.3 million, it's getting closer every day. We have nearly 10 cores there, and another thing that people don't really see is Void Arc. We have never collected anything from Void Arc. We are at 896k here. I want to go after the next time that Void Arc finishes. I think it's at 150. Maybe this time or next time. Then we will go into the central hall and we will start collecting stuff. We will collect, like all the cores that are in here. We will collect the Crystal of Transcendence. We will collect the Stella, some Stardust, maybe some X, and this will bring us a huge boost as well. So that is something that you can't underestimate. the reason, of course, I wait for this is if we do it every time, we get to the second slot, we collect some Starry or some Stellar here, maybe we can go to the third, but we will never even see one of the cores, and we can get 10 cores out of it, so I want those 10 cores, I want my 250k Crystal of not Crystal of Transcendence, my 250k Stellar that I nearly get from 10 cores, and I want all of the good stuff that is in here, so that's why I had some patience with it and waited a little bit, and we are soon going to get to the point where we start using this, and of course this will be quite huge. So in any way, guys, I wish you a great week, and we will see us in the next one.